know what the hell is up with people always feeling entitled to your children, but family members, they're always gonna have some fucking audacity. So I just graduated and earned my associate degree, and I planned on transferring to a 4-year college. However, 6 months ago, I just found out that I was pregnant, and I just decided that I was gonna kind of put the education part on hold so I could take time to raise my baby. So my boyfriend, which is also my child's father, he has a job. He works in construction and it pays pretty well. But I do know that one income can still be a little difficult. I do plan on getting a job once my baby gets a little bit older, and I also considered taking some online classes for my bachelor's degree, but that's just not the top of my priority list right now. Anyways, our families have been super supportive for the most part, except for my aunt. She's been acting really weird. For some context, we're from a very small, isolated town, and it's very rare for people to continue their education after high school. Very rare. And it has only now become a trend that people even are going after their associate's degree, and even fewer go after their bachelor's degree. My aunt is one of the few people from our community who did get her bachelor's degree, so she kind of spearheaded and wanted to be like a voice for the people who want to continue their education. And not saying it's a bad thing, but she also looked at me like I was a protege because I was also one of the few that wanted to continue my education. The problem is, ever since I announced my pregnancy, she has been insisting that I basically give her my child so that I can focus. And I talked to my parents about this, and they don't necessarily agree that I should give her my baby, but they just don't want to get in the middle of all the drama and everything. I also talked to some of my other family members about this, and some of them are neutral, but there are others who say maybe it's a good idea to give her another chance. Here's some more context. My aunt was a teen mom, and she gave her child up to another family member, which is also common in our community. And that family member raised the child. And when my aunt turned 18, she moved away from college. And from what I understand, my aunt and my cousin have never been close. And my aunt didn't move back to our town until about 8 years ago when my cousin passed. And I'm really trying to understand where she's coming from, but I feel like I've made it very clear that this is the decision that I'm making. But it's making it harder for me to brush off the things that she's saying, because she's saying stuff like, you're going to thank me one day, and don't do this because you're going to ruin your life. And I think that that's fucked up. I think that is disrespectful to me, and I think that it's also disrespectful to my cousin who passed, because them saying, yeah, it's going to give her another chance, it's almost like they're trying to erase that she even had that kid. And I feel like that's wrong. Don't fucking do that. That was still your child at the end of the day, whether you gave them up or not. But I do want to be clear, she is not the one who's saying give her a second chance. It's the other family members who are saying that. Still, I feel like her comments were inappropriate nonetheless, and it makes me uncomfortable, and I'm thinking about going little to no contact with her. Still, I want to ask, am I the asshole for refusing to give her my baby?